Hello, everyone. Welcome to Flying with Mike, Viewer Appreciation Month. Folks, this is the month we became an affiliate a couple of years back, and this is the month I try to celebrate you all. You, the viewers, made this an affiliate, not this guy. It was all about you. So I want to give back a little bit to you all, if anything in just streams, but we are going to enjoy this month, especially since we're going to kick it off, granted a day late. I had to work yesterday, but we're kicking it off with a short hop, and what we're doing is we've kind of themed it to vacation destinations. Why? July, for most people, is a huge vacation month. Here in the States, of course, we have Independence Day, which helps kick that off. We have other places where people go on what's called holidays. So it's a big time for people to go wherever. And that's what we're going to try to do, except we're not going to go wherever. We're going to go where many of you suggest to us. Now, some of the destinations are lined out, especially for the first half, but that was mainly because I asked the CEO, hey, give me some ideas for vacations. And that's what many of those are. We also had a few, this one in particular, from a new Discord uh, and follower. Stand by, I'll get it, just escaping my mind right now, which that's not hard to do, folks. Hang on okay, hang on. Why, there it goes. From Phelok. And he suggested this place. You know, I've seen it on the map. Didn't know it as the name he gave it, Corfu International. It was erroneous, irony. Folks, if you're in Greece, please do not put the aim of the weapons at the U.S. for my mispronunciations. I've been known to start some international disputes, but I try my best. But yeah, we're in that. We're going to go from Skiathos up to Corfu. Otherwise, as you see on the screen, LGSK to LGKR. It's about instead of saying about, you know what? Let's just pull up Sim Toolkit and we'll find out what we're gonna fly. Possible. Stand by here. Things are a little bogging down and I'm not 100% sure why. Okay, there's that. Now let me see here. We still have those intermittent times when it's tough to use this. There we go. Now there comes Sim Toolkit. While that's coming up for you, let me hop up in the cockpit here. All right, real quick rundown for the flight because I want to get this up and going, folks. Your Sundays are as important to you as they are to me. It's the Lord's Day. So I don't want to take too much time of it. I just thought, what the heck, come on today. One as kind of a stress reliever from not so great day at work yesterday. Nothing bad happened, depending your definition of bad. I'm sure some passengers would yell at me saying, yes, it was a bad day. Okay, then it was, and it was for some. So, um, so delays and what the airlines are doing in the summer, it happens, folks. And I hate it just as much as they do, but, there isn't a lot we can do about it. So, but anyway, here's where we are. We're going to, let me pan out here a little. Going to this little island over here, folks. We're going to cross 10,000-foot mountain chain to get there. So it's going to be a fun little flight. All right, so let's look at the weathers real quick. Folks, it's the Med. It's Greece. What do you expect this time of the year? Beautiful weather. We got a couple of headaches at 2,500 feet called clouds. But overall, beautiful day. Bad attitude. What is up? Nice to have you in here. But really, a beautiful day here in Skiathos. And I am sure I haven't really fully checked the weather over in Corfu. West wind, light winds. Just driving some trains. You know, there is no steering wheel in a train, so you can't drive them. Just thought I'd let you know that there. Bad attitude. Anyway, the reason I know that, I used to be a conductor, so. Anyway, few clouds to pester us at 2,000 feet on approach. All right, so beautiful weather all the way over. Just, well, a few weeks ago or a few days ago, we flew up to Skiathos in beautiful Mediterranean weather. Looks like another beautiful day here. Real quick, we got 3 people just finishing up the signatures in the right spot on the non-disclosures. So anything that we do. So Game Derail Valley just got a major update. So, oh, cool. Just remember, there's no steering wheel. But 3 people are signing their non-disclosure, so they won't legally challenge us for how poorly we fly. 690 pounds of payload. That's 3 people, folks, and a little bit of luggage. And we're going to have 3,900 pounds of fuel on board. 24,000 is what they're calling. Okay, let me back this up. This was actually set up and was thought I might fly the Citation 10 in this. But as green as I am with that plane, I wanted this to be a rather short run. So we're going to do something a little more familiar to me, the C-90, and gets us down lower to the ground. So that's why some of these numbers are a little screwy looking. All right, so let's, with that, do a quick pre-brief out of here. Here's what our route looks like on NavGraph, folks. As you can see, we're going to fly right over here, up Lucis to YNN, and then straight in. I don't know if we have any approaches yet or not. I have not done any. Let's see, what kind of departures for runway 1? I don't really see any that will match us, so we'll cancel out. So we'll just do a straightaway takeoff. Here's the airport. We'll taxi down to the end of runway 1, take off on the 5,300-foot runway, and basically work our way over to our first fix. Pretty simple. And we are actually right here in the number 6, so we'll just come out to hotel, Alpha 3, back taxi, then take off. Now, for those of you with NavGraph, real quick, and then we're going to get starting on here. There is a new feature if you haven't used it here within, say, the last month or so. Probably less than, but it's just come out. If you all remember when Charts 8 was released and they had in it, one of the goals was to have a weather overlay in it. Okay, granted, we don't have much weather down here, so let me kind of break out a little bit here. See if we can get it to work. Problem is, there isn't a lot down here by the Med, and we're over in Europe where radar coverage is sometimes a little sketchy, and looks like it's... So, over in the US, you would see it, folks. Over here, it's again sketchy, and it depends what the overlay source is pulling the radars from, whether, you know, Europe and all is on it. But it is now a feature in Charts 8. So, all right, with all of that, folks, let's get to work. You can also tag SimBrief down here like I have. Look at your flight plan. It can be turned into a one-stop shop. DATIS here. That's the website I give you when I'm over in the US, so you can pull up websites or ATISes en route, so you have an idea what's going on. I do not know how or what site to go to for Europe and Asia and Africa and all. So it doesn't work for those, unfortunately. So, all right, enough said. Let's get to work, shall we? Now, I mentioned why the or the citation wasn't used today. It's one that, like I said, I have only used maybe if a dozen times. I might be exaggerating, folks, in how many. This aircraft, I've got a lot of fly time in it. I'm still rusty in it because, it comes and goes. So when I fly in it. So bear with me here. I'm pulling up the one thing I did not get, which was the checklist. And there it is. Ooh, man, what is bogging my system down? Something, man. Oh, and by the way, just to make mention, I believe I am on VATSIM, but I will double check if I'm not. All right. Wow, this thing, what is going on? It just comes and goes, folks. It's really weird how this works. It's not like it's, you know, every stream. It's like maybe this one, not this one, not this one, not this one, not the 10th one. Then the next one, and then it might be 3 down the road, and then it does it again. So there's no rhyme to reason on it. Just weird. And I wish I knew what application to shut down, because something seriously is bogging it down. All right, well, anyway, we're going to do our best to get going. So checklist time. Let's get let's just take a quick look. I know y'all want to see it again. There it is, folks, the KingAir. Beautiful airplane. We get them every now and then at the airport I work at, folks. They're really neat. I like this airplane. It doesn't have, it has a little bit of what we call legs in it in the range, but it really doesn't. And it's kind of a shame. All right, so there we go there. Let's hop up here and get to work, shall we? And real quick, before we do that, let's just take a look back. One thing I like about X-Plane that Microsoft never got or cared about, this. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's worse than nothing. And again, I don't have the new sim, folks, so you all can sit there and go, well, you just need to get the new sim, and then, I'm not going to, so that's a mute argument. But X-Plane's default aircraft from GA all the way up to their airliners, voila, have a passenger compartment. And guess what? There's chairs in it. Now, some of the developers don't, i.e. FlyJ Sim in the 727. I can't speak for the other ones, so I'm only speaking for what I have. But folks, this, is great. The Citation 10, I forget which one, it's one of them. You'll see Austin in the back evaluating you on your flying habits, and I flunk every time. Just kidding. So, but anyway, I just thought I'd show that off. It's really nice, folks. I mean, attention to detail beyond just making the sim usable for everybody. X-Plane has taken that next step and make the frame rates pretty decent for everyone. So, all right, so the doors closed, we've got our aircraft loaded, emergency exits locked, control locks. How do you know if the control locks are disengaged? Very simple. You can do this, do that. You can do those rudder pedals down there, and you can, more importantly, push in, pull out. They are no longer engaged, which you couldn't do anyway. Seatbelts are on. Parking brake is set. Your parking brake is right here, folks. And let's head up top, get the lights set. It is not hard. Now, in X-Plane 11, there was a mod that came out for this plane. By the way, free. That's words you don't hear in many of the many sims out there. And wow, did he? I mean, I came close to potentially flying it on this one today, but it has a little habit, with me at least, of fireballing engines. So I thought, you know what? That's not a good plane for a short flight. Right, they're on. Oxygen. Oop, wrong panel. Ooh, I see what I got to do. Okay, I got to come over this way. Oxygen. Oxygen looks good. Here's your gauge right here. You probably saw it before I pointed. Right panel's good. Cabin modes, cockpit air. Okay, cabin temp mode's off. All off here. Okay, let's move over. And real quick, the mod that I was mentioning also made it possible to move these up in twos, which that was really nice. And yes, our throttles are good. Okay, props are up, condition levers cut off, throttles worked, friction lock set. Okay, let's get over here to the fuel panel. But I'm going to do it from this angle, only because it's a little easier for me to just do it like this. All right, so we got to check the boost pumps. CBs are all in. Crossfeed open. Boost pumps on. Battery on. Okay, fuel looks good. Inverter on, pick one. We'll do one, we'll fly with two. And low fuel pressure should be up top here. Oil. Okay, everything looks good. And inverter off. Transfer pumps on. Okay, and fire detection. Okay, voltmeters, cabin signs on. Hang on, I gotta do it this way. Okay, and we are ready for fire up, folks. All right, so to start this beastie, what I'm gonna actually do it out here, so it's a little hard for you to see this. Okay, so right engine ignition start. First thing is put the ignition to armed. Okay. And when we hit the starter right here, you'll see something that from FSX back, Microsoft never figured out. Look at that blade. All right. Got a good start. Oil pressures are up. Okay. Let's go to high flow. Generators on. All right, and we just basically do the same thing. All right, here we go. All right, and we are on, folks. Oil pressures are coming up, temperatures are coming up. Or oil pressure is up, temperatures are coming up. And we can now come back to low idle. All right, let's get the avionics on. Something's not right here. Bad attitude just rated in with 2 views. Thank you, sir. We sure appreciate your support. And thank you. Hope the train wasn't derailed for too long for you. You and the dive. All right, so avionics are on. Cabin control. Cabin control over here on. Fuel control heat. We don't have lights as required. Beacons. Strobe, not strobe, sorry folks. Flood and nav. Transfer pumps are in auto, boost, and cross feeds are open. Annunciators, one more time, let's look at them. All right, we are ready to go. Got one radio. Okay, I don't think I am on. I am not. Okay. We are November 4-3 X-Ray Sierra. And we are a BE-20. That's another way to put it for this aircraft. Actually, it's BE-9L technically for a C-90, but we're going to run this way. Now, y'all are going, why is he still going with the avionics like this? That's because you got to come down here, folks. Let me kind of show where it's at. It's down here, and what I've done is I've just set a view to make it easier. So you turn your flight director on, you turn your EFIS on, and you should be set. We're going to fly at 16,000. Okay, there's our actual altitude. We're going to have a cabin pressure of about 3,500. And I'm going to turn the rate up. There we go. Now, little wonky if I'll use the term here, folks, here. to work with your autopilot, because it makes you come off and look down instead of being able to just do it in front of your eyes. So it is a little wonky in that way, but it's still when you set it up like this, it's nice and easy to use. And we have a visitor here in the form of a 737, it looks like. All right, folks, let me get right in here and set up my altitude. Come on. Going up, I said 16. All right, that'll set that. We are good to go. Let's put our flight plan in this one so you can see how I do it. All I did, first off, I took it from SimBrief, downloaded it, imported it, downloaded it, moved it into the X-Plane 12 output FMC plan folder, and that way all I have to do, go one page over, push the button, and scroll my way down to it. LGSK, LGR, enter, and then there it is. And what do we set for? 35, that's good. Now, the 430 is set. The 530 I already loaded before the stream, so it's ready to go. We just need frequencies real quick, and then we're ready to blast off, folks. Oh, the dynamic braking is better on it. You know, I actually worked out in Nebraska, working up towards, want to say Brookings, South Dakota. I've got a feeling I'm saying it wrong. We also went, with the BNSF, we went 3 different places. And going to South Dakota, we had a big grade. And I just never understood the dynamic braking, how it all worked. I mean, it's very similar to Jake braking in a semi, the engine braking, but it just, I don't know. The way I looked at it, hey, daggum thing didn't get out of control. I'm okay with it. All right, so I'm going to bring up a standalone program for charts. Makes it a little easier for me in the background to get frequencies and all set in here. All right. Yeah, it is set up for the citation. Doggone it. I thought I had it set right. All right, so we're going to be going to AGH as our first, so that'll be 1. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. You can do it here, or you can do it here, folks. You do it here, just simply click here to move it from COM to VOR, and then set your frequency. 110.4. Okay, and then this is your move from standby to active. Okay, then we're gonna track up here to YNN in Ionia. I'm sorry again, folks, it's 1086. So we'll get that set. Not used to setting them at this low of a, okay. And when you push it again, it goes back up to the top. I'm also gonna set that over here. All right. You can see we're all set here. Now, this gauge right here that's dark, we're going to make it, well, we're going to try. Come on, system. Oh boy. It's going to be one of those kind of flights. And you can see now the EFIS is all turned on. And power. Guess we're just a little too far away to pick it up. Yeah, it's not even picking up here. It will actually tell you your VOR here, folks. Down here you can see is COM 2. So once we get airborne, it should pick up on it. Ooh.
Skiathos traffic, GenX 18 Echo Hotel pushing back from gate, stand 4 for runway 1.
Okay, that'll be our cue to follow him. While we're waiting, let's get our altimeter real quick here at Skiathos. Maybe? I don't think we're going to get an altimeter. Well, let's see what SimBrief has given us. Uh, 10:06. Okay, I'll go with, actually, that's 200 feet. Okay, that could be right. Okay. Okay, we got the altimeter set. We got that set. We're radio set. Okay, folks, we're ready to go. Briefing complete with the passengers. Just kind of wait on him. Maybe. Okay, we got our after start done. Yeah, we'll wait on him. He's moving now.
Skiathos traffic, GenX 18 Echo Hotel is backtrack runway 1, line of away.
All right, final checks here. Props feathered, I'd say, tank, props, avionics, radar set, flight controls. One last check while we wait on him. Okay, get rid of that, pull these guys out. Skiathos traffic, November 43 X-Ray Sierra, taxi to hold point for Alpha 3, awaiting traffic back taxiing. Okay, folks, now with X-Plane and possibly the new sim, we have sloped runways. Unless a developer, if you were to get, say there's a Skiathos guy, a guy that's made a scenery for the Skiathos scenery. He may actually flatten it somehow.
Skiathos traffic channels 18 Echo Hotel, departing rolling runway 01.
So you got to be real careful. Make sure your parking brakes are set, possibly chocks too, to prevent rolling backwards. Okay, there he goes. We'll watch him from the outside. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. All right, off we go. All right, since we are headed for the runway, we are going to get everything ready for when we turn around, we can go. Here we go. Waiting for him to call, if he is going to call clear. But like going down this runway, we'll have brakes. It is an uphill run, folks. Skiathos traffic, November 43 X-Ray Sierra, back taxiing runway 1 for departure. All right, final checks. Pitot heats on, transponders on, synchro phasers off, strobes on, auto ignition armed. And we are good to go. And it said auto feather. Anything about that? Go ahead and turn that on. Okay. Now, technically, I have enough runway, folks. And with the fact we're going uphill, that's going to make it a little harder because the engine's got to work a little harder. So the only thing I have not set is our runway heading, which I will get at the bottom of the hill here. No warnings, good. Really shocked it's taxiing pretty decently like this downhill. Like I said, folks, welcome to Skiathos. Now, Skiathos's claim to fame, folks, really is a big holiday place for Europe and points around it. It is known as the St. Martin of Greece, of Europe, if you will. Very well known for your low landings over the threshold, over the beaches here, just like in St. Martin down in the Caribbean. You can see the boats, they're flying. I mean, if you watch videos, folks, they are flying right over them. I mean, wheels, you could literally, like at St. Martin, reach up and spin them. They're almost that low. And of course, takeoffs, people love to hoard the fence, especially when, well, in St. Martin, it's heavies. To feel the jet blast. Okay. So what I need to do is get runway heading real quick. Easiest way to do that is push it, and that'll sink it. Ready? Skiathos traffic, KingAir, November 43 X-ray Sierra, departing runway 1. Go. Really shocked we're not. $80 knots. Here we go. Positive rate gear up. Flap up. All right, let's get on the autopilot real quick. All right, and we are away. Hang on a second here. Let me set my cruise. All right. Okay, props to 2,000. Synchro phase. And we'll go ahead and engage the auto. Actually, we're going to go ahead and turn. Let's see if we can do this. This is a hard thing. Just going to turn due west. Also going to kick the nose down a notch. Okay, needed to see which way to go with it. Let it build back up to 140 and we'll climb on out. All right. What are we doing on our speed? Still, man, we're still not. All right, we'll kind of watch this, make sure it doesn't try to stall us. All right, folks, we are on course. So hope you enjoyed. Let's do a quick recap here. Okay, landing gear up, flaps up. Your flap gauge, by the way, is right there, folks. Kind of a rough place to find it. Autopilot's on. Engine climb power is set. Let me double check power-wise. Okay, we're going to have to go VS. Don't like that pitch. Okay, and just trying to get it to balance out here for me. Okay, we're below red line, so we're good there. All right, we are climbing out. We're doing a little better than we thought we would, 1,000 feet a minute. We'll be on top of our course here shortly as we push through the clouds. Folks, I hope you all enjoy. If you are enjoying the content here, we would love for you to hit the follow button, be a part of Flying with Mike. Also, if you're into supporting us monetarily, we got many options for you here over at the donate link. So, folks, we'd love to have you aboard on the team. No requirement, by the way, for the donations, but we would love for you to hit follow so we can see you on future flights. We're about to cross 10,000 feet. Lights are coming off. And let's nose over to go a little faster. All right, so, but yeah, and if you're folks watching this on YouTube, we'd love for you to smash that subscribe button. At the same time, hit like if you like the content. We'd love that. Helps us to know what to put more of out here. So, but again, for all of you, thank you so much for the support you give the channel. Really means a lot to me, especially. So I would never have believed people out there would love to, well, listen to little old me. So. All right, well, so much for the wanting to see the scenery up here. Where were these clouds at in our forecasts? Oh, that was not smart, dang it. Hang on a second, I just closed out one of my maps. Yeah, no clouds above 4,000 feet. What are these? Figments of my imagination? Oh well. Welcome to Greece, folks. All right, let's see what we're doing here, folks. We are on course. To AGH. We've got 45 or so minutes to go, so enjoy the ride. Looks to be a little interesting, if you will. For here, I'm just putting in my flight plan on SkyVector. There we go. Looks like we're going to shoot for runway 34 for the arrival. We'll check winds and all when we get closer. But for now, folks, sit back, relax, enjoy. 45 minutes to go. We're through 12,180 is a pretty good number. We'll just kind of continue on at this rate. Checklist said monitor engine signs, cabin signs. We're going to go ahead and let our paying customers of a lot of money and auto feather off. All right. There you go, folks. Looks like we may get a little break in the cloudiness up ahead. I think that's AGH ahead of us, folks, the airport there. VOR we're set to is Akilos. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, folks. And again, Bad Attitude, thanks for the raid during Viewer Appreciation Month. Raiders, welcome in. All right, folks, as you can see, the Discord channel invite is up there. Folks, feel free to come over to our Discord channel. Let us know where you'd like, what vacation spots do you have on your mind? You'll also see the upcoming flight schedule, at least for the first half of July. That way you can compare it. If you have ideas, this is where it came from. Like I said, VLOC gave us a couple of ideas. We ran with this one because one, I've thought about it many a time, but just never jumped on it. And well, I thought this would be a good time to head over from one of the big hot spots in Greece. We've got flights planned into Barcelona. Well, you know what? Do I have that page up? Yes, I do. Florida, Barcelona. Now, we are doing a couple of themed flights for the 4th of July here in the United States. The Florida flight, we're coming out of Philadelphia. That's where the independence started. And we're coming into Reagan National on the 5th. I got to work the 4th. So, beyond that, everything else. Some kind of vacation hotspots in the back of my mind. Some may be wrong, but blame that loose nut behind the wheel then. So that'll take care of next week. The following week, we're going to head over to Newark to catch those that like to go to the Big Apple. And then we're going to do a little bit of a longer flight, not too long. At one side of the continent of South America to the other. And from the top of the world, literally, over to the coastline of South America. From El Alto, the highest international airport in the world. Key word in there, international. There are airports at higher elevations than that. It's the only one international that international flights go in and out of. It's 13,000 feet above sea level if you're curious. And we're going to head over to Sao Paulo. Then we're going to run a flight from Reno down to San Diego, and then we'll culminate the end of the 2 weeks here with our affiliate anniversary flight. That is the day we became an affiliate a couple of years ago. We're going to go from Honolulu, oddly enough, over to Tokyo in the Fearless 747. You know what? I think there's something called the Olympics, or is that next year? Anyway, so, we'll kind of coincide with that. Yeah, I think the Olympics are next year now that I think about it. But, yeah, we're going to fly that. But from then on, folks, I've got a couple ideas floating about, but I'd love to hear from you. Like I said, Phelock gave us some. Hawker gave us some, of which one I can't do. Just way too long, and I don't even think they'll let me stream. Well, they probably would let me stream that long. I don't think I could. So, my apologies to you, Hawker, but we're not doing an 18-hour stream like that. Now, we may do something down the road where we do some kind of a thon, be it subathon or some kind of flight-a-thon for charity, but no, that's just way too long, folks, especially with the kind of work I do. Not conducive. So, but we can do the 9-hour run to Tokyo. At least I think we can. Depends how early we can get going on it. But there you see it, folks. The KingAir in her glory, heading up towards. You tried. Hey, our moderator Hawker is around and alive and well. Folks, give him a check there. The guy is actually taking a real Hawker fuselage and converting it into a workable flight sim. Now, granted, not full motion where it's going to bank, yank, and make you throw up, but he'll be able to enjoy his immersion with all the switches, dials, and all that good stuff. But check him out, see his progress. Matt Air, or Matt 1997, welcome in also. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you both supporting the channel. And I was kind of hoping for better weather. It was supposed to be better weather, and we're not getting to see much of the landscape of Greece here. All right, currently, folks, looks like we got about 30 minutes, so let's take a look. What the heck just happened? Okay, now we got a problem, Batman. Oh, great. Oh boy, we cannot see the panel for some reason. There's shift 9. Holy crap. W's not working. Oh, we're going to have a fun arrival, folks. Why is the cockpit gone? Oh, you know what? It couldn't be, could it? Hang on a second, folks. I'm going to try something. Yep. How in the heck did I black out? Huh. I broke it. Yep, I broke it. I don't know how I did that, folks. There. Oh, you know what? I just figured it out. The bleeds weren't on. Oh, yeah, I was going, what the heck? And he said, that's why my mind went, I blacked out up here. 16,000 feet, folks. Oh, well. You gotta love it, folks. Oh, and folks, that's the neat thing about X-Plane. You have the ability to inflict hypoxia. Let's see what happens if I turn it back on. Now that the bleeds are on, let's see. Hey, everyone's awake again. Not a ghost plane. Oh, it's still trying. What the heck? It really is still trying to black out. All right, that is really wild. I can't, unfortunately, I can't drop to 8,000 feet. No, this is a pressurized airplane. I mean, I could turn my O2 on, but there, I think it's picking up now. But no, I'm minimum safe is 10,000. So, wow. Well, folks, that is well, it's happened before, but comparably at 35,000 feet. So with packs forgot off or this or that. The 727 from FJS, if you don't work the cooling doors properly, you could hypoxic your flight crew. So, with all of that in mind, what I am going to do is pull up. I think we're safe now, folks. I still can't believe that happened. Oh, well, yes, I can. Welcome to Flying with Mike. So let's go ahead and bring up for our arrival charts only. Let me see if I can get a METAR. LGKR. Okay, 290 at 3, 1009, and a few clouds to bother us at 2,000 feet. Otherwise, you know, I don't think these are at 2,000 feet, folks. But anyway, I don't think that's a few. That's scattered to possibly broken. So I don't know what forecasting tool X-Plane uses, but yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is we're flight planned for runway 34. Okay. So what we'll do is come over here. Go ahead and bring it over. We're headed to 1086. 1086 is 50 miles ahead of us. So we are now over that 10,000 foot. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, we're over the 10,000 foot requirement here, folks. You want to see it via FAR-wise. So see, that's why I couldn't drop to 8,000. All right, so with the FMC up, actually GPS, let's do this. We'll click available. Not on a special arrival, are we? No. Okay. Okay, so we have an RNAV, and all of it comes in from the oh wait, nope. We have this yellow one, which is okay. So we overfly the airport down here to Beechcraft, and then we come in. Okay. Anything else? Man, look at all these different VOR approaches. DME, that we'll do this one, I think. Kirk. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add that to the route. All right, so over here, we got to come over to procedures. select an approach is highlighted, so we click enter. Down here is our approach, the VORW. ORW. So scroll down, enter. We want to go to the KRK initial, drop down, enter. Voila. Enter. And it's now loaded. And then once we get up here to YNN, I'll make it active so that way we go direct KRK and then direct GAR. So you can see how this is flown. We're going to fly out to the 153 radial. We'll turn to the right, intercepting the 343 inbound for the runway. All of this at 2,900 feet, so or higher. However, by distance 9 miles, we need to be descending at a 3.4 degree descent angle. So for our aircraft, and that'll be right around 700-ish feet per minute. So we can maintain the 110, and then we should be visual below 2,000. All right. And just so you can see it here, so you see the YNN, then we'll activate, and then we'll fly it. Again, it's not an RNAV approach. It is a VOR approach. So we'll have to dial in some more frequencies here. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get to work on that. Okay, so across the top here, for those not familiar with instrument charts, your frequencies that we could encounter. VOR is 108.8. Folks, there's no glide path on this one. This one's on you, me. 343 is our heading inbound. Distance 9 from the VOR, 2,900 feet. Decision altitude, MSL 2,000 feet. Above the ground level, we actually do have a radar altimeter in here. I'll show you how you set it here in a second. It's a bit cumbersome, but again, the whole autopilot system to me it's why you have a second pilot usually. If you don't, then it's cumbersome for the one. This can't be flown with one. And your elevation is 5 feet, hence the 5-foot separation from here. Missed approach. Gonna head back to KRK, try it again. Alright, high terrain up to 3,300 feet, northwest of the airfield. 10 miles away. I'm kind of shocked they don't show it. It'll be up in this area. So max is 185 knots, by the way. Jeez, are we even getting that right now? No. I just noticed that up there. All right, so again, 14.7 to 9 to in. Some altitude, you know, to help you out at 7 miles out, we should be at about 2,100 feet. 8 miles out, okay, it's working you in. So at 8 miles out, we should be about 2,500 feet, which is wrong. Oh yeah, that's right. My bad, sorry, this not thinking here. 7 miles, 2,100, working our way in. Now, why would I have VNAV on this? That's weird. It's a VOR approach. All right. So here's our minimums again. We have to have 1,995 feet, call it 2,000 feet on the METAR or higher. It's broken overcast. If it's lower, we can't shoot the approach here, folks. RVR has to be 5,000 meters or more We meet all of those requirements, so we're going to proceed in. All right. So there you go, folks. And then once on the ground, we'll head up here somewhere. So we'll be coming in. We'll be coming in right here, and like I said, probably exiting at Alpha. We may use the whole runway. We'll see, and take it into the ramp. All right, I am going to begin our descent. Sometimes it'll tell you the mileage up here, and it's not. All right, so, well, what I'll do, like any good pilot, let me try something here. Oh, it does it for me. Oh, wow, that's an actual arrival. Interesting. All right, so once we get up here, we still got mountains to clear, but we'll go easy on the descent so that we can come across to 3,000 at Kira, and then make our run into the airport here. Okay, and charts away. So I hope y'all had a great Sunday. Oh, sorry, folks. Just had a cough and trying to catch breath still. All right, so it looks like all right, I'm not liking this. Is throwing me off. It's only 12 miles. Nope, it's not. So now in the real world, would ATC give us a direct? Possibly. Let's just get out here. Now we can see some of this as we come across Greece here. Oh, that looks like a fun road. How many of y'all want to go drive that? We got one vote. No. Wow. Kind of looks like the song Wolf Creek Pass. Back in the 70s, C.W. McCall made it over here in the U.S. Very reminiscent of that. Switchbacks and turnbacks, and I think some loop-de-loops to get down the mountain. Wow. And of course, there's always a big lake at the top of all of this.
Traffic, Hotel Bravo, Alpha Charlie, taxi to runway 14, via Alpha, initial climb to 3,000 feet, loading and traffic.
let's do something. Let's see if he'll be a factor. All right, hard to tell. We'll see. All right, now how to set the first off, let me see if I can get a good picture for you of it, the way the, here we go again. There we go. All right, the decision height right now shows 0. So what you have to do, and this is where it gets fun. What I'm going to do, oh, come on, computer. Oh, it's just being a royal pain in the you-know-what today. Here it is. We just roll it up. And of course you're going to slip off every now and then, of course. I want to set it for 100, even though we know it's pretty much as I start down. Oh, just sometimes the computer can just be a royal pain in the arm. Okay, we're looking still 2,000. Okay, we're staying under red line. All right, we're going to go ahead and set some frequencies up here, folks. Okay, we got 108.6 dialed in. We need
traffic Hotel Bravo, Luna Alpha Charlie, departure runway 14, via south, departure, climb 3,000 feet, Luanina traffic.
Oh, that's a bummer. I was kind of hoping it would turn the volume down a little. 14.7. Okay. We are making that turn. Let's go back to procedure. Now we want to scroll up 1. Enter to activate. And it's going to continue the turn now to the... Oh, that's right. I didn't set it here. It's like, why didn't it set? 14.7. Okay, and then okay, now that kind of stinks. POR here is 108.8. All right, so we need to come down. So let's set for 3,000 feet. Come down here, select altitude select, descent. See first off what we set our descent rate to. Then I'll hit VS. All right, and then we're going to watch our airspeed. Worst case scenario, we'll go into a hold here at Kirk. a second. Remember I told you just push it and it sets it to where in case we have problems, we are direct. 27 miles. Ooh, we got a lot of altitude to leave. Right now we're getting close to what's called the barber pole, the maximum speed. So we'll kind of adjust with power now to maintain that. Gonna actually bring us down a little harder. Okay, descent. Pressure set, cabin signs, windshield, we don't need to worry about. Alright, and cabin signs are on prop. Synchrophasers, once we come over KRK, hopefully I'll remember to turn them off. Times 3, so yeah, there's a good chance we're gonna need a hold. So I might do that at kind of see. Might just go halfway around the racetrack at Kirk. By the way, is it setting us up for one? Oh, I just might do it. Okay, we gotta maintain this or we're not gonna make it. Okay, there's 10,000. Here come the lights. I think we have a fair chance of making it, folks. So again, hope y'all are enjoying the ride. Hope you're enjoying the entertainment. The entertainment yet ahead, folks. We got to get this to land. But anyway, I'm glad you're with us, folks. If you're new, would love for you to smash that follow button. That way you can find out where we're going on our next adventure tomorrow. Philadelphia to Sarasota, Florida. Flying the Tollus A319. Great scenery out of Philadelphia. We'll try to spotlight it a little bit. Really great scenery we have for it. So looking forward to that trip. Then Wednesday, we're going to fly from Midway Airport down to Ronald Reagan Airport, National Airport out in Washington, D.C., next to the Pentagon. And then you can follow the schedule from there on. So hope y'all enjoy. We got to run to Barcelona, I believe, on Thursday. then we'll be back at it on Tuesday, I believe. But again, all month, it's Viewer Appreciation Month. You're at 5. You know what? I think we're gonna make it. Let's go ahead and start pulling some power back and start slowing her down. Don't want to get too low on the torque. That's why I'm watching it carefully. Altitude select engaged. We are going to be at... Yes, okay. So we are going to make the altitude, folks, and we'll begin slowing here as soon as we bottom out and make the turn towards the VORs. All right, altimeter here, 9, I believe. Okay, altimeter set. Here we go, leveling off and powering down. As we get ready to make the turn, all right, here we go, folks. Let me make sure nothing's in your way. All right, here we go with some speed now. Three. That would be why. Okay, we're armed. 40. Okay, synchrophasers off. We're turning on to final. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, folks, we're just trying to get on the final approach course. Corfu traffic, November 43 X-ray Sierra type KingAir, final 434. Got the runway in sight. Flaps full. Ooh, man, is it bumpy out here. Actually, folks, I am not moving the stick at all. A little higher than blue line. All right. All right, folks, we are final approach. If you have, put prediction in, exclamation mark the word predict and a negative number. We don't give away prizes as just kind of a little thing to see how close you can get to what I'm going to actually land this at. And no, you can't put exclamation mark the word predict and crash. Sorry, folks, doesn't work that way. All right, here we go. Don't have the, oh yeah, I do have the Pappies in sight. Okay, looks like we're right on. Except for this, whatever. Man, this is bumpy in here. Okay, come on down to blue line now. Flaps full, gear down. Cleared to land. And Corfu traffic, short final 3-4, that's November 4-3 X-ray Sierra. Oh, another one with a bridge in front of it. Oh, those throw me off all the time. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Welcome to Corfu. Go into beta here. Switch out my map so I can see where the heck I'm going. Coming out of beta. All right, let's go ahead. Low idle. Coming up with the flaps. And Corfu traffic off at Alpha 3 to general aviation parking. Go all the way down, folks. Now there is a chart. I could have got it. It's that. All right. You know what? I say we go here. All right, brakes are set. All right, let's shut this baby down, shall we? All right, after landing, flaps are up, lights are off, auto ignitions can come off. Engine anti-ice can come off. Trans pumps can come off. Let's see, electrics reduce the load now. See if there's a power button. They don't have a power button. Okay. The mod that's for X-Plane 11. I've tried it in X-Plane 12. Doesn't do a great job, folks. Yeah. Wow. Just some data refs that would just need to be updated, but that's all. Okay, so pitot heats off. Okay, and condition levers low, which they are sort of kind of at. Seem to want to get them to go any lower. And trim, I don't think it, oh yeah, it is. Let's set for 0. Transponder can now go off. And strobes off. All right, folks, we're gonna shut down here. Transfer pumps off, cross feeds closed, inverters off, and auto feather off, synchro visors off, and cut off. Okay, and all we got to do is wait for N1 to get below 10%. Okay, and then we can kill the boost pumps. And you know what? The battery. Oh wait, I forgot. Got to kill this one down here too. Now kill the avionics. There you go, folks. Welcome in. To Corfu. Probably not really sure, Hawker, if we'll be up again, but we'll see. This was just kind of a spur of the moment, throw it together kind of deal. We'll kind of see. But for now, folks, we're going to do a quick recap as I didn't get to see what I landed at. But we'll do that with Sim Toolkit. But yeah, we'll see. Sim Toolkit had us at, wow, 200 feet a minute. Okay, must have bounced. Okay, so you can see the course there, folks. Finish the flight. All right, over here, folks, we're going to just click on it, view details. And again, it's going to give us that initial, and then we'll go to actually see the metrics and all. I had a feeling. Is that right? Oh, I guess that is the right airport. Okay. I thought I was, okay. I know why. Okay. Actually, I landed pretty close to where I wanted to. It's just the way this airport in the real world is drawn out. Okay, real quick, we were 958 feet down the runway. I was shooting for the 1,000-foot mark. Missed it by 50 feet. Off by 5 feet to the left of the center line. So, folks, overall, that was good. Speed, really good, 91. Thumped it at 1.8 Gs, but 200 feet per minute. They'll get over it back there. Seltzer Stolfs will get the coffee off the stains off them. And again, they signed NDAs, so they can't complain. All right, so there you go, folks. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Or shall we say, let's hope we can. Sometimes we can't get this feature to work. It is still, it's not beta, but it's still very early in X-Plane 12, so the replay functions sometimes work, sometimes don't. But that comes with the sim, folks. It's not a thing you go out, download, install, go fly, and then have to start it where you want to start your recordings. I can go all the way back to takeoff, to startup of the sim, technically, come forward. We're not going to go that far back, folks. But let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, make sure you come off VATSIM, otherwise it kicks you off. All right, we're just waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. Now we're walking, we're walking, we're walking. All right, folks, let me cue up some appropriate music. We'll do a Hawker music here. No, not Headbanger. Curious. Hang on, folks. Okay. Oh, I think I know where some of the chop's coming from. Pretty close to these hills. Alright. It's going to really look kind of bumpy, folks, but here we go. Alright, let's take a look at it. See how we did. Oh my gosh, I landed right where I... Theoretically, folks, I landed right where I wanted to. Wow. But sim toolkit wise, I was off by about 50 feet. Wow. Here you go, Hawker. Here, we'll give you a better shot at it there, Hawker. What we did is we just moved up to the threshold, folks. Now, the line that I'm talking about, folks, where I landed, what I was looking at out the cockpit, that was where I wanted to land. That's called the aiming point. And that's when visually you're coming in. It's very, very prominent. And that's what we aim for to put these things down on. And I succeeded today. Beautiful look at the med here, folks. Beautiful look. A couple more looks at this approach. Boy, I'm very happy with this, folks. See what it looked like from the tower. Works for me, folks. We'll do one more and wrap things up for this. Well, folks, this has been indeed a fun ride. So, hope you all enjoyed it. Hope this surprise stream was everything you hoped to see. It's Viewer Appreciation Month. Like I said, tomorrow, Tolis A319, Philadelphia to Sarasota, Florida. So, I'm going to go ahead and put us back at the ramp. Get things opened up, and hope you all have a rest of your day, a great day. God bless you all. We'll see you, like I said, tomorrow. Philadelphia, folks. City of brotherly love, where they love to, or you put your own adjective in. All right, folks, we'll see you then. Be safe for the rest of the night. We'll talk to you later. God bless. See you then.